Armenia, due to being a member of the Russian-led Eurasian Economic Union and also being a signatory of the Comprehensive and Enhanced Partnership Agreement with the EU, is in a uniquely advantageous position to provide a loophole to escape the Western sanctions directed at the Kremlin. It is in this context that billionaire Ruben Vardanyan's renunciation of his Russian citizenship and decision to move to part of the Azerbaijani region of Karabakh, temporarily controlled by Russian peacekeepers, as an Armenian citizen, appears to be worthy of further investigation, without forgetting the subject of his aspirations involving the pinnacles of Yerevan's political landscape. For those who did not keep a beady eye on Moscow's high business circles before September 2020, Vardanyan was a mere tycoon of non-native origin, with strong ties to his ancestral homeland, who amassed a fortune during the age of grave risks and massive opportunities in 90s Russia. His name was besmirched, and one may say beyond repair, when the 2019 report of the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, OCCRP, revealed the shocking details of the offshore network arm of Troika Dialogue. It transpired that, behind a contrived image of a responsible entrepreneur, there was concealed a man of crafty roguishness. It was during the Second Karabakh War, when Ruben Vardanyan made a passionate plea to Russian President Vladimir Putin to intervene to stop the imminent defeat of Armenia, that he emerged as a man of substantial political aspirations, which he had long cultivated. Later, he has spoken extensively about the need to save Armenia and the Armenians of Karabakh, going as far as to suggest that his nation is badly sick and requires reshaping and spiritual uplift. On the 1st of September, near the Shukhdur River in the Red Bazaar administrative unit of the Khojavand district of the Karabakh region of Azerbaijan, he declared his decision to renounce his Russian passport and reside illegally in the region, presently under the control of the Russian peacekeepers, as an Armenian citizen. It has also been rumored that he is a candidate for the position of a state minister or prime minister of the illegal and unrecognized NKR, whose remaining days of de facto existence are numbered. Let us start from the political component of the story, which is inextricably interwoven with the economic aspect. Vardanyan's decision could not, with any good faith imbued stretch of the imagination, have happened without the Kremlin's plausible nod. The element of Russian acquiescence, far away from being a mere approval, appears to be an inexorable necessity. It has long been suggested, prior to Russia's invasion of Ukraine, that the Kremlin wants a trustworthy man at the helm in Yerevan, and someone infinitely more suitable than the current PM Pashinyan. Vardanyan has never hidden his ambitions, but talked about them with reserve and discretion. The political element of Vardanyan's motive appears to cultivate an image of him as a savior and protector of Karabakh Armenians. His illegal presence and activities capitalizing on the safety provided by the Russian peacekeepers, his ambition being far greater, to become the Armenian Prime Minister. A bigger call must have beckoned from the outset, and that he is likely to follow. Then of course we have to deal with the financial aspect of his recent move, and that will take us back to the infamous OCCRP report of 2019. The main finding was that the Troika Dialogue Investment Bank, in which Vardanyan was a principal shareholder from 1992 to 2012, prior to his sale to the Sberbank, was engaged in a complex and wisely choreographed money laundering scheme. Firstly, the design involved attracting some ill-gotten gains through different channels, called pipes in the field's jargon, into the coffers of the investment bank's extensive network. Here one should credit the system's ingenuity for mixing clean and dirty money in such a way that blurred the origins of funds from the very outset. British journalist Neil Watson commented, "Opaqueness, confusion and asset diversity are the hallmarks of a successful money laundering enterprise." Secondly, these monies were transferred through circuitous routes within the network of at least 76 Troika-controlled offshore companies with accounts in different EU banks. One of the banks involved was a Lithuanian entity, the documents leaked from which formed the backbone of the OCCRP investigation. In order to avoid tax evasion suspicions, the accounts were formalized in the names of ordinary Armenian migrant workers who were unaware of being holders of huge sums. The bank lost its license in 2013 and its head was granted political asylum in Russia. Thirdly, the scheme involves funneling funds to influential Russians through carefully crafted and superficially innocent means or payments for different corporate events, university tuition fees, or for other seemingly innocuous client needs. The case dubbed Troika Laundromat by OCCRP has delivered a significantly damaging blow to Vardanyan's reputation, but it was the Russian invasion of Ukraine and the introduction of the Putin Accountability Act by the Republicans of the House of Representatives in the US that have been the main cause of perturbation and the motive for a drastic move for the tycoon. Now, there is a considerable danger that his European operations will be threatened by anti-Kremlin sanctions. As an Armenian citizen who is no longer a Russian national, Vardanyan's prospects appear to be on a better footing. He claimed in a public forum that new situation created an opportunity for Armenia to become a window for Russian businesses. Pashinyan's government has eased requirements for relocation and published guidelines. Since February 2022, according to Ukraine's military intelligence, 113 Russian IT firms have moved to Armenia, with 1,000 private companies being launched. In his speech on the 1st of September, Vardanyan argued that this is an existential Sardarabad moment for Armenia, pandering to the carefully peddled and deeply entrenched fears of the nation's history that date back to the First World War. It is undeniably true that black clouds are gathering over Yerevan. Vardanyan's involvement in the Armenian economy might help, but his fueling of Karabakh separatism is bound to backfire, in no way assisting the so-called existential challenge. In some ways, Vardanyan is also facing his Sardarabad. The new situation means he has to survive and save his bacon. For all his declared love and sense of duty towards Armenia and the Armenian diaspora, which we have no reason to doubt per se, as we cannot penetrate into the depths of his inner sanctum, all that patriotic zeal appears to be convenient complementary sub-elements, nicely woven into a large charade concealing the main point. Indeed, duplicity and self-interest reign supreme. Stay tuned to caliber.az to keep up to date.